What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. I'm having a great day here, too. I'm working on the red brick house, my second love here. Look at this. Look at this window. You see that wood? You see that wood? That's some old wood right there. That's 203-year-old wood, and it looks like it's a baby. This looks like a baby cleaned up. Looks incredible, don't it? Check this out in here. Handmade brick. Look at that brick wall. Brick wall. Sometimes I feel like running right into that brick wall. Ah! Guarantee that wall ain't going nowhere. That's some pretty shit right there. That's what we're doing here, working on saving history at the red brick house, and I'm catching my breath. It's windy and cold outside. I got to put some more nails on the sheathing for the building inspector and stuff, so I'm trying to get that out the way. And we have some interesting news here because we have our linebacker who is, like I have said, Michael Jordan, okay? Michael Jordan of the Dallas Cowboys. He is an incredible weapon. Originally drafted as a Cowboys linebacker who, because shit happened, ended up becoming, well, an edge rusher because DeMarcus Lawrence got hurt. And it's probably sometimes better to be lucky than good because he has been incredible. 24 sacks in his first two seasons. That's really, really good. And now that we got my man Mozzie Smith. Ooh, you watch those numbers. They're going to keep going up. We're talking about that guy who could be Defensive Player of the Year. I actually think his odds should go up as Defensive Player of the Year because the Cowboys drafted Mozzie Smith. Just saying. Well, here's what's interesting. It's looking like he is transitioning from being the Bono's defense, where he's playing light in the middle linebacker, he's covering people, he's playing edge, that he's all over the place, to basically becoming a defensive end. Why does it matter? Well, here's the thing. Here's what's interesting here. When we start thinking about this, I remember I was fortunate enough. I know I'm a guy who, works from his mama's basement. I'm sorry, my mother-in-law's bedroom. My mother-in-law's old bedroom, okay, at her house. And me, my wife, in the bank's basement, okay? I know I don't have the credentials of, all of the legitimate news sources and things, but I do from time to time get lucky. And I remember talking to his dad. Yeah, did an interview with his dad right after his rookie year, I think, the first offseason. And I remember talking to him about a couple of things. One of the things that we were talking about was if he should switch to defensive end. And in that conversation that we had, when you look at it from the standpoint of when you talk about show me the money, edge rushers and outside linebackers get paid. You look at the highest non-paid position on the field. Right now, it's Khalil Mack. I think it's got a $141 million deal. $141 million deal. Let me say that again. You look at Myles Garrett. You look at Joey Bosa. All those guys are north of $120 million contracts. So for Micah Parsons to become, a defensive end and labeled defensive end, he gonna get paid. But the thing is I think for his career, he'll end up getting more love and more accolades than being just a linebacker. He's really good as a linebacker. But when you start talking about if he can do, let's say average 12 sacks a year. I don't know if it'll be 12 sacks a year, but if he ends up having a 10-year career and averaging 12 sacks a year, 120 sacks, yeah. You think of Charles Haley, who had 100 and a half sacks. You're talking about rare air for a player and putting yourself up there with Lawrence Taylor. Those are the guys that get paid. As a linebacker, I look at my guy, Demario Davis. Demario is incredible. Demario averages about 120 tackles a year and about 5 sacks. But most people don't know who Demario Davis is. He gets Pro Bowl. He's got a couple of Pro Bowls or stuff like that. He's doing the work. but he's not getting the love. You know, you think about Bobby Wagner, who, you know, had 155 tackles, I think, last year, 170 the year before. He's not getting the love that your edge rushers. Everybody's always talking about Myles Garrett. Everybody's always talking about Joey Bosa. Everybody's always talking about Micah Parsons. And so if you are Micah Parsons, now understand it is more wear and tear on the body. It's tougher.
Don't forget about JJ.
And well, JJ Watt, yeah. Who's now a part owner or an owner of some football team, I think, in Europe. But be that as it may, him being a defensive end, he's got all the skills, guys. You know, getting to the quarterback's ass, that's a rare commodity. And you look at what Micah Parsons has done. Basically, if you take these sack numbers, I know everybody will say D-Law is, you know, the run stopper and everything else. But you take the sack numbers from D-Law the last 2 years, that doesn't equal to one of the years that Micah Parsons has been here. Just saying. So I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with that. I'm hoping that the inspector will be okay with all the stuff that we've been working on in here too, by the way. Because we've been putting in a whole lot of work here to try and get this shit done and to appease the man. But, man, it's chilly today. Whew, it's actually kind of raw out here. And I got to get back outside and get back up on the ladder in the wind here and do some more work here. Oh, I got a new toy too. I got a 16-inch, 60-volt DeWalt chainsaw. Yeah. Yeah, I could go psycho with that thing. Yeah. And no smoke. No smoke. It's probably quiet too, because you won't know it's cutting you until you pull the trigger. Ah! See, as opposed to the other guy, you hear it coming. You hear it coming. Not with the electric one, you don't. Yes, sir. You're shaking your head at me because I'm crazy?
No, I'm waiting for you to
finish. Okay, he's waiting for me to finish. And I need to get outside. So hold on. All right, so we got so much stuff going on in here, it's not even funny. My brother is upstairs working on the ductwork. I wish we had heat right now because it's cold. It's cold. Mike has been working on the lights and stuff, and I've been, look at that. You see where I patched the wall right there where we ran the electric? That's actually pretty cool, ain't it? Oh, do we have a light in the closet now too?
bright.
Oh, snap. You know, it would have been nice to have had this light in the closet when I was doing all the work in here. But yeah, so I've got to frame, I got to cut this stuff off here and get that out. And I got to frame this wall up here. So we got all kinds of stuff that we got to do still. Look at that steps. That's some old wood right there. All right, good people. I got more work to do to get this place together for Mr. Inspector. But we're going to get it done.